Dominique, Nique, s'en allait tout simplement. Oh Dieu, pauvre et chantant.
Hello my parish and welcome to the fifth part of my series Cross against Hammer, the Christianization of Scandinavia. I really wish I could do this series faster, but with outside temperatures about 35 degrees Celsius, it's not that big pleasure to sit inside under even more heating spotlights. But let's go on. We can't speak over Vikings without speaking about their ships. It's only because of the advanced technology of their ships that they could go on Viking or build their worldwide trade connections in the early Middle Ages. The ships were very handy on sea, but also due to their shallow draft keel could sail or row on small rivers. In the fjord of Roskilde Danmark were found in 1962 5 Viking ships, which we call today the Skudelev Ships, and are exhibited in the Viking Ship Museum in Roskilde. The longest Viking ship ever built was over 50 meters long and belonged to the King Olaf Tryggvason. The experimental archaeology has reconstructed these ships to know how efficient they really were. Ships accompanied Vikings during their whole life, even to the afterlife. Stones were posed in ship shapes around the graves to allow the warrior to reach Valhalla and to be on Odin's table. In Valhalla they received their guest room, had a rich supper, and in the morning they went back to the battleground. On the battleground they fought bravely until their head was cut down. In the evening the Valkyries came and put the head again on the body, and so they could go as usual to their evening supper on Odin's table to Valhalla. In the battle, the most important was to go to Valhalla. So here you can see the strength of this religion, which was the strength that this religion gave to these warriors. In this religion, the goal was to be killed during the battle. Only warriors reached Valhalla. All the others went to the empire of Hel, the goddess of death. Read in the description bar where the word hell comes from. In Hell also was a ship. This ship was built by the deceased. At the end of all days, this ship crosses out of Hell into the world together with all the evil to fight against the gods. The ship will be built out of the fingernails of the deceased. Therefore, the Vikings took very care having their fingernails very short. Some very important Vikings received for their last journey a own ship. Over this ship a grave hill was piled. Two of the most beautiful of those grave ships are in the Museum of Oslo in Norway. These are the Oseberg ship and the 1160-year-old Goxster ship. This was a burial for kings. But in the Goxster ship, the archaeologists did not find the skeleton of a man, but of two women. These women were unbelievably rich and powerful. Two extraordinary women with an extraordinary social position. Maybe members of the royal family, political personalities, or even religious leaders. Maybe high priestesses who were connected to the gods. Even there are great findings from this ship, like furniture, a slide, a cart, and rich household appliances. The name and the history of these two women would forever be impossible. The older woman had a belt around her waist with a pouch. In the pouch were cannabis seeds. Maybe the cannabis helped her to get in trance to be in contact with the gods. Maybe she used the cannabis also for medication, because she was old and sick and needed something against her pain. Anyway, the cannabis can be used for both purposes. The ship as transport mean to the hereafter was also shown in many image stones. This stone also told the history, the myth and the heroes. Many stones were for deceased who died elsewhere and couldn't be buried at home, so for his memory they made such stones. After the Christianization, the custom of these stones disappeared and were replaced by a cross with a rune script around, who tells us from the life of the deceased. In our next part, we're gonna see the first Viking money, the first churches on Viking land, and the first baptism. Until then, don't forget your duty to push the thumb up button, to comment and to tell your friends about my channel. Now I wish you a nice week and ciao!